Shalom, shalom. On the first off, give all praises, all honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachakadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders, and great millstone told us his truth, and rule well over the flock. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is the brother Maricar coming at you with another quick lesson. With the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, to feed the flock of Israel, which are your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which we are the Lord's chosen nation of people, the Lord's tribe of Israel, and the only nation on this planet that has salvation coming to us. And pretty much I was just meditating on this fellowship and that the Akim down here in Tampa and was just having, just pretty much building on the whole concept of the transition that we're under. Pretty much we're being translated into power, man. That's what this truth pretty much is nurturing us with. Walking down the straight gates of the narrow path, as the scriptures talk about continuously. The walk to the kingdom, as it's spoken about in 2nd Ezra. See, broad is the way that leads to destruction, and that broad way is it's the way that most take. You have people that continuously strive to keep up with the Joneses. And they get shackled down into pleasure, striving for vainglory, striving for, the accolades that this society pretty much equips you with, but it doesn't equip you with surviving destruction. But this walk that the Lord has instilled in us and given us the understanding of is a difficult path that leads into life. Leads into paradise. The only way you're going to obtain it is if you're willing to go through the humiliation process. That's why the scriptures say before honor is humility. And that's pretty much what the men of the Lord, starting from our apostles, elder bishop brothers and elder brothers like-minded down, has committed to, which is the same path that Yahweh Shah told Nicodemus in the book of John, the 3rd chapter. And one thing about us, you're going to continually hear us mention the same scriptures, because it's one instruction, man. It's not no discovering new instructions to the manual. It's one instruction, so it's either you understand that or you don't. If you don't, you keep swiping. But for the brothers and a few sisters who is for, understanding the validity, the value of going through that humbling process of being reborn is very important in its truth. That old man, he creeps up day in and day out. That's why in the book of, I believe, James, the 1st chapter, it talks about that superfluity, and that residue of the world, man. The scriptures talk about, not being conformed to this world. The old man is someone to defeat that is conformed to this world, because he's attached to the flesh, which we know this flesh, according to the scriptures, is the chains of darkness. But going back to the key concept of this lesson, from chains to change to royal chains, this truth is about to be literally a decoration of gold and natural resources in the time of Jacob trouble, which that time is approaching. But in order for you to be in that position to obtain that prize, all right, you have to be willing to leave the world behind, as the scriptures talk about. Speaking to myself first and foremost through the Spirit. But that's a difficult task that, stubborn species can't really commit to. Like a camel, as the scriptures talk about, it's easier for it's easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle, which is that tunnel. All right, than a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven. Roughly paraphrasing. You know, it's a very difficult task, but only the strong will survive and be able to embrace and endure the challenges that's set ahead of us, man. You know, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time and the strength of our salvation. For the fear of the Lord is his treasure, as it says in Isaiah 33:6. So this path of ours of, you know, being set free, as the scriptures talk about in Luke and Isaiah, all right, the Lord is preaching us good tidings to set us free from spiritual shackles, all right, that had a role in having us physically shackled, but it's to restore sight. Once you can see the vision of the Lord, impudent men foresee the day of evil. This is the time of hiding ourselves. And like Apostle Tahar recently said, when you come to GMS, it's not no hanging around. You got to work for your crown. You got to, you know, because the Lord pretty much drafted you into a university. You know, just like if you was in the world and, you know, because of your dedication of studies that you produce in good grades, so you get a chance now to prove that you're great. The Lord has given you that fair shot. That's why blessed is he that readeth and study to show thyself approved, as the scriptures say. Now this is the time for us to show, you know, our dedication to our power. Give diligence, as the scripture says, to make our calling election sure. So, you know, that pretty much was the lesson. We're about to be, you know, pretty much delivered through the grace and mercy of the Lord, okay, through obedience, through sacrificing ourselves. And in that time of his deliverance, he's going to take great glory in glorifying his men, glorifying those that humbled themselves and trusted in him, had faith in him through his son, you know? So it's a reward for storing our treasures in heaven. We have that true, pretty much retirement plan, you know, retiring from this flesh misery, you know. The Lord willing was edifying, you know, continue to fight, continue to stand strong, and continue to be occupied until the Lord comes, as it says in Sirach, the 39th chapter. I'm going to close out by giving all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Chakundash, and honor to our apostles and elders and great millstone who taught us the truth of the well of the flock. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect to the next time, Lord's will. Shalom.